The day I got a bonus, my husband's sister called and said, "You need to buy me a car, it's the least you can do." My husband shrugged, "She's family, just do it." I smiled and said, "Sure, I'll buy you something even better." Her smug smile vanished as she opened the envelope and realized what I had actually given her. I have a demanding job in finance. I deal with numbers, risks, and stressful deadlines. My work pays well, but it's not easy. I've had nights where I barely got any sleep, weekends where I had to cancel plans, and vacations that got cut short because of work emergencies. But all of it finally paid off when I got a huge $30,000 performance bonus. I was proud of myself. My husband, Nathan 38 male, was happy for me too. We had some plans for the money, most of it would go into savings, maybe a little toward a much-needed vacation. And then, Amanda 32 female happened. Amanda is Nathan's younger sister and, to put it bluntly, a financial disaster. She's never worked a real job in her life. She jumps from one failed business idea to another. Last year, it was selling overpriced essential oils. Before that, it was an attempt to become a life coach, with zero life experience. She's always broke but somehow manages to get her nails done, keep up with the latest phone, and show off expensive handbags. She's never paid for her own car. Every time she needs one, she either gets it gifted by her parents, a boyfriend, or, more often than not, by guilt-tripping Nathan. I've never liked how she treats him. She manipulates him. Always has. And for some reason, he lets her. So, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised when, just a few hours after I got my bonus, she called me. "Amanda, hey, congrats on your bonus. That's amazing." Her voice was sickly sweet. It was the tone she used when she wanted something. Me, thanks? I was instantly suspicious. Amanda never called me just to be nice. "Amanda, so, listen. My car is basically dead. And I was thinking. You should buy me a car. It's the least you can do." I actually laughed. Because surely, this was a joke. Me, wait. What? Amanda, you got a big bonus, right? And you guys don't have kids or anything, so it's not like you need all of it. It would be so easy for you to just buy me a car. I mean, come on. It's not a big deal. I sat there, stunned. This woman, who refuses to get a real job, was demanding that I spend my hard-earned money on her. Me, Amanda, that's no. Just no. And then, Nathan, who had been half listening from the couch, looked up and said something that nearly made my head explode. "Nathan, she's family, babe. Just do it. Just do it." Like it was nothing. Like it was just a favor. Like I should just hand over thousands of dollars to a grown woman who refuses to work because it's inconvenient. I turned and stared at him. He shrugged. I don't know if he thought it was easier to say yes than to argue. Or if he really, truly believed Amanda deserved it. Either way, it pissed me off. But I didn't argue. I didn't yell. I didn't even let my voice change. I just smiled. Me, you know what, Amanda? You're right. I should get you something. And I will. I'll buy you something even better. There was a long pause. Then she gasped. Excited. She actually thought I was serious. "Amanda, OMG, really? You're the best." Nathan didn't react. Just went back to scrolling on his phone like he had washed his hands of the conversation. But I had already made up my mind. The next day, I drove to Amanda's place. She ran out the front door grinning. I could already see it. She thought I was about to hand her car keys. She thought she had one. I reached into my purse and pulled out an envelope. Her smile faltered just a little. "Amanda, what's this?" Me, open it. She tore it open like a kid on Christmas morning. Then, silence. Her entire expression dropped. "Amanda, what the hell is this?" Me, oh, that's a fully paid for financial literacy course. You know, so you can actually learn how to manage your money and save up for your own car. I swear, you could hear the moment her brain short-circuited. "Amanda, are you serious?" She was furious. Her face turned red. Her hands clenched into fists. She was breathing heavily, like she was about to physically attack me. Then, suddenly, she screamed. Like a full-volume, glass-shattering shriek. She threw the envelope at me like it was on fire. Amanda, you are such a selfish, evil BTCH. Asterisk and then? She slammed the door. I stood there, calm as ever, and then turned back to my car. When I got home, Nathan was waiting for me. He looked annoyed. Nathan, babe, was that really necessary? I laughed in his face. Me, are you serious? You told me to buy her something, didn't you? I just made a better investment. And then, because I wasn't done yet, I hit him with, or did you mean I should just hand over thousands of dollars to someone who refuses to work? His mouth snapped shut. But that wasn't the end of it. Oh no. Amanda wasn't done yet. And she was about to make everything worse. I thought that was the end of it. I thought Amanda would just scream into the void and move on. I was so wrong. Because Amanda? She doesn't take no well. The next morning, I woke up to 20 missed calls. From Amanda. From Nathan. From my mother-in-law. From a number I didn't even recognize. And my text notifications? A war zone. I scrolled through them, still half asleep. Amanda, you humiliated me. Amanda, do you think you're better than me? Amanda, I told Mom what you did. She's furious. Nathan, call me. We need to talk. Unknown number, you're disgusting. I hope you lose everything. That last one? Yeah. Turns out Amanda posted on Facebook. She twisted the entire story to make herself the victim. So, I just learned that money makes people heartless. My own sister-in-law, who just got a huge bonus, refused to help me when I needed her the most. My car is dying, and I asked for help. Not for luxury. Not for anything fancy. Just for transportation so I could work and be independent. But instead of helping, she gave me a king class. A class. Like I'm some idiot who doesn't know how to handle money. I have never felt so belittled in my life. I hope karma gets her. Asterisk the comments? A dumpster fire. OMG, what a selfish witch. Money changes people. You deserve better, girl. Some women don't want their husband's family around. Classic manipulation. She's trying to make you feel small. Don't let her. I wanted to throw my phone. I shouldn't have been surprised, but the level of entitlement was breathtaking. I turned to Nathan, who was still in bed, scrolling his own phone. Me, did you see what your sister posted? He sighed. A deep, tired sigh. Nathan, yeah. She's being dramatic. I'll talk to her. That should have made me feel better. But I knew how these talks went. Nathan never really confronted her. He would try to calm her down. Maybe he'd ask her to take the post down. But he wouldn't actually tell her she was wrong. And guess what? Amanda doubled down. Around noon, my phone rang again. It was my mother-in-law, Deborah. Now, Deborah is not as bad as Amanda, but she's spent years enabling her daughter's behavior. So I answered. Because I already knew what this was about. Deborah, sweetheart, we need to talk about what happened. Sweetheart. That fake, syrupy tone she used when she was about to guilt-trip me. Me, go ahead. Deborah, I just think, maybe you should apologize. You know how sensitive Amanda is. She felt humiliated. She felt humiliated? She was the one demanding money from me like I was a damn ATM. Me, she should feel humiliated. She asked for thousands of dollars, and I gave her a way to make her own. I don't regret it. Silence. Then, the real reason for this call came out. Deborah, listen, if you really don't want to buy her a car, fine. But maybe just loan her some money? She'll pay you back. I laughed. Not a polite laugh. A full body, are you kidding me laugh. Me, Deborah. Has Amanda ever paid anyone back? Silence. Then, Deborah, well, no, but you mean no. The answer is no. More silence. Deborah, I just don't want this to cause tension in the family. Oh. There it was. This wasn't about Amanda. This was about keeping the peace. Which, in our family, meant giving Amanda whatever she wanted so she wouldn't throw a tantrum. I took a deep breath. Me, Deborah, I love you. But I'm not giving her money. And I'm definitely not apologizing for refusing to be used. Deborah sighed. Deborah, I just wish you'd reconsider. Me, not happening. And I hung up. By that evening, Amanda had gone nuclear. She showed up at my office. I was mid-meeting when my assistant buzzed in. Your sister-in-law is here. She says it's an emergency. I stepped outside, and there she was. Red-faced. Shaking. Holding up her phone like it was evidence. Amanda, what the hell is this? I blinked. Me, what? She shoved her phone in my face. It was my own Facebook post. I had written something earlier in the day, after seeing her post. My post, it's funny how some people think family means you owe me money. I worked my ass off for my success. I don't owe anyone a damn thing. If that makes me selfish, so be it. The comments were full of people agreeing with me. And Amanda? She was seething. Amanda, how dare you make me look bad online? I laughed. Me, oh, I'm sorry. You mean like how you lied about me on Facebook first? She opened her mouth, then closed it. Because she knew I was right. But Amanda doesn't admit when she's wrong. Instead, she crossed her arms and smirked. Amanda, you just made a big mistake. And then she stormed out. After Amanda stormed out of my office, I thought I had seen the worst of it. I had publicly called her out. I had stood my ground. I had made it clear that I wasn't going to be bullied into giving her money. I should have known better. Because Amanda doesn't just get mad, she gets even. And she was about to make my life a living nightmare. The first weird thing happened 2 days later. Nathan and I were having dinner when my phone buzzed. A fraud alert from my bank. We've noticed suspicious activity on your account. Please call us immediately. I almost ignored it, I figured it was a mistake. But something felt off. So I called. And that's when my stomach dropped. Bank representative, hi, we flagged some unusual transactions. Someone attempted to withdraw $5,000 from your account this morning. I sat up so fast my chair scraped the floor. Me, what? Bank representative, did you authorize this? Me, no. Absolutely not. Nathan was looking at me, confused. I quickly put the phone on speaker. Me, where was this attempted withdrawal? Bank representative, it was attempted at a branch location downtown, but the teller stopped it because the person didn't have proper identification. I felt sick. Someone had walked into a bank and tried to take thousands of dollars from my account. Me, do you have a name? Bank representative, yes, the person gave the name. Amanda, last name. Nathan froze. I thought I had misheard. But I hadn't. Amanda had tried to steal $5,000 from my account. I had no idea how she got my banking info. But my brain was already firing on all cylinders. This wasn't just entitled behavior. This was a crime. I hung up and slowly turned to Nathan, waiting for his reaction. Nathan, no. No way. She wouldn't, Emmy, she did, Nathan. My bank just told me. Are you still going to defend her? His face turned pale. He opened his mouth, then closed it. Because there was no excuse for this. Nathan left the house immediately. I didn't even have to tell him where he was going, he was headed straight to Amanda's apartment. I sat on the couch, shaking with rage. Amanda had always been selfish. Manipulative. A parasite. But this? This was next level. Nathan came home 2 hours later. His face was unreadable. He just walked in, grabbed a beer from the fridge, and sat down. Me, well? He exhaled through his nose. Nathan, she admitted it. I felt my blood pressure spike. Me, she what? Nathan, she said she was just testing something. That she didn't actually mean to take the money. I laughed out loud. I had heard some ridiculous excuses from Amanda before, but this? This was insane. Me, she tried to steal from me. And that's her excuse? Nathan, she swore she wouldn't do it again. She was crying. Mom was there too. She wants you to let it go. I couldn't believe my ears. She tried to steal thousands of dollars from me. And Deborah still wanted me to keep the peace? I grabbed my purse and stood up. Nathan, where are you going? Me, to the police. And that's when Nathan's face changed. Not angry. Not surprised. Scared. Nathan stood up quickly. Nathan, wait. Just wait. There's something I need to tell you. Something in his voice made me stop. I slowly sat back down. Me, what? Nathan looked guilty. Like he was about to drop a bomb on me. Nathan, Amanda wasn't the only one who had your banking info. I felt ice crawl up my spine. Me, who else had it? Nathan looked down at his hands. Took a deep breath. And then said, Nathan, Mom. I blinked. Me, your mom had my banking info? Nathan swallowed. Nathan, I might have given it to her a long time ago. She said she needed to set up auto payments for the family phone plan. But she was only supposed to use it for that. The room spun. My own husband had given my banking information to his mother. And now, somehow, Amanda had gotten her hands on it. Me, so you're telling me your family has had access to my money this entire time? Nathan winced. Nathan, I didn't think they'd do anything wrong with it. I felt sick. How stupid did he have to be? I had spent years dealing with Amanda's entitlement. With Deborah's excuses. And the entire time, they had access to my money. And now Amanda had tried to steal from me. I stared at Nathan, my voice shaking with fury. Me, I'm filing a police report. And I'm changing my account. His eyes widened. Nathan, baby, come on. It's just a mistake. Me, a mistake? A mistake is forgetting my birthday. A mistake is leaving the oven on. This was theft. From your own wife. And you're still defending them? He didn't answer. Because he knew he couldn't. Nathan stared at me, his mouth opening and closing like a fish. I had just told him I was filing a police report. That his sister tried to steal from me. That his mother gave her access to my money. And that I was done playing nice. But still, he hesitated. Like there was something to think about. And that's when I realized Nathan wasn't on my side. He was still stuck in this delusional idea that his family could do whatever they wanted and I would just take it. Not this time. I grabbed my car keys and my purse. Me, I'm going to the police station. Nathan panicked. Nathan, wait, just let me talk to them first. I laughed. Actually laughed. Me, talk to them? What, so they can lie their way out of it? No. I turned and headed for the door, but Nathan jumped in front of it. Nathan, just, please. Give me a chance to fix this. Me, you had a chance, Nathan. You had so many chances. His eyes were desperate. And for the first time, I saw it, he was scared. Not for me. Not even for Amanda. But for himself. Because if I followed through, his family would be exposed. And so would he. I took a slow, deep breath. Me, fine. You have 24 hours. Fix it. Then I grabbed my things, pushed past him, and walked out. The next evening, Nathan told me he had set up a family meeting. I had one condition. We meet at his parents' house, so nobody could run away. When we got there, Amanda was already pacing the room. Deborah sat stiffly on the couch, her arms crossed. And Nathan's father, who rarely got involved, stood in the corner, watching quietly. Amanda, angrily, I don't even know why we're here. I snorted. Me, oh, I think you do. Amanda rolled her eyes. Nathan sat down and ran a hand through his hair. Nathan, okay. We need to talk about what happened. Amanda, nothing happened, Nathan. She's being a psycho. I pulled out my phone. Me, really? Then why did my bank call me about an attempted withdrawal in your name? Amanda's face turned red. Amanda, I was just seeing if it would go through. I wasn't actually taking anything. I laughed. Me, you literally walked into a bank and tried to steal from me. That's called fraud. Amanda looked to Deborah for backup. And like clockwork, Deborah jumped in. Deborah, let's not use words like steal and fraud, okay? This is a misunderstanding. I turned to Nathan. Me, this is what you wanted to fix? Them making excuses? Nathan rubbed his face. He looked so exhausted. Like he didn't want to be here at all. Then his father spoke. For the first time. Nathan's dad, did you do it, Amanda? His voice was low. Serious. Amanda froze. And that's when I knew she was scared of him. Amanda, I didn't mean Nathan's dad, did. You. Do. It. Silence. Then she nodded. Nathan's dad let out a long breath. Then he turned to Deborah. Nathan's dad, you let this happen. Deborah's eyes widened. Deborah, don't you dare blame me for this. Nathan's dad, you gave her access to their bank info. And you let this girl go around thinking she was entitled to their money. And now, she's trying to commit fraud. This is your fault. Deborah looked stunned. She had never been called out before. She turned to Nathan, desperate. Deborah, tell him. Tell him we were just trying to help Amanda. Nathan was stone-faced. Nathan, Mom. I can't defend this. Amanda shrieked. Amanda, are you kidding me? She turned to me, furious. Amanda, this is your fault. You made this a big deal. You turned Nathan against me. You ruined everything. And then? She lunged at me. I barely had time to react before Nathan's dad grabbed her. Nathan's dad, enough. Amanda screamed like a child being scolded. And that's when I saw it. She wasn't sorry. She was just angry she got caught. I pressed charges. Nathan didn't stop me. Amanda got a slap on the wrist, community service, a fine, and mandatory financial counseling. But the real punishment? Deborah cut her off. Nathan's dad was done. He told Deborah, either you stop enabling Amanda, or I leave. And suddenly, Deborah wasn't so supportive anymore. Amanda moved out. She had to get a job for the first time in her life. She hated me for it. But I was free. He tried. For weeks, he tried to fix things. But the truth is, I couldn't forgive him. He had betrayed my trust. Not just by giving my banking info to his mom, but by taking their side over and over again. One night, after another pointless fight, I finally said it. Me, Nathan. I don't love you anymore. He looked devastated. But he knew. I had spent too many years fighting for a place in his life. And I was done fighting. I moved out a month later. We didn't get a messy divorce. There was no screaming, no lawyers fighting. Just quiet paperwork. Nathan texted me one last time after the divorce was finalized. I'm sorry. For everything. I stared at the screen. Then I put my phone down. And never answered. Some people think family means obligation. That you should put up with anything just because you share DNA. But I learned something important. Family doesn't mean forever. Respect does. And if someone doesn't respect you, you don't owe them anything. Not your time. Not your money. Not even your forgiveness. And walking away was the best thing I ever did.